So let me take you back just a little bit. When I was in Spring Awakening with Jonathan Groff, he told me during the show, this was in 2007, 1 year before we left the show. He said, I have to leave the show for 2 weeks to go and film this pilot in LA that this guy Ryan Murphy is creating. And I was like, no, you can't leave me in Spring Awakening. Like, I can't do this show without you. And he was like, no, I'll be back, it'll be 2 weeks. So during those 2 weeks, it just so happened that there was a strike on Broadway, which never happens. And we were told that we didn't have to return to the theater for a while. And so I called Jonathan, and I was like, we don't have to go to the theater, like the show is shut down, I'm gonna like have a break. And he was like, oh, that's great, enjoy your time off. I was like, okay. And I go home, and my boyfriend at the time was like, I'm breaking up with you. And I was like, wait, what? And so here I was like, okay, I don't have a theater to go to. My boyfriend just broke up with me. I called Jonathan back, and I was like, wait, everything just went to shit just since the 5 seconds that I talked to you. I'm like, what do I do? And he was like, get on a plane and come visit me in LA. And I was like, really? I'd never been to Los Angeles before. I was like, fine, I'll get on a plane and I'll come and be with you. And so I left New York and I went to LA. I didn't know where I was going. He was like, tonight we're gonna go to the Chateau Marmont and we're gonna have drinks with Ryan Murphy. So I was like, okay, I don't know what the Chateau Marmont is. I don't know who Ryan Murphy is. But I went on Melrose and bought this, thinking back now, it's crazy, this like purple shiny dress with like ruffles down the front. Rachel Berry. And I walk into the chateau looking like a fish out of water. And there was Ryan, and we talked all night long about Barbra Streisand and Funny Girl and theater. And I didn't even know it. I just was like talking to him about the things that I loved. And sure enough, a year later, I get this call that there's this show called Glee that he had written with me in mind. And I still had to audition for the part, and I tried out, and I got into a car crash on the way to my Glee audition, which is a true story, pulling into the lot for my final callback, and I totaled my car in the road. And first I was like, I think I'm like dead, I can't go on this audition now. But I ran up the lot all the way into the room, came there, pulled glass out of my hair, Rachel, and wiped literal blood off of my body. And they were like, you can go home. And I was like, I am not going home. I am going to get this job today, and I did. I got the job that day, and that is how it all began. So, how many people here have seen Glee? Hey, Jesse, can we turn the lights on out here? Is that possible? Is it complicated? Is it okay? Okay, good, now I can see everybody, okay. So, okay, we all love Glee. Favorite Glee episode?
Season 4, episode 4!
Wait, who said that? Oh my gosh, grilled cheeses was so... Grilled cheeses? I think if you asked the cast, they would say that was like... Was that, Papa, Can You Hear Me? Oh my gosh, and we were actually in a cemetery, and like, I remember being like, this is so crazy, we're filming this in a cemetery, and they literally had our blanket that